Hi Divas, welcome back to Boys Love, Boys Love. We are recapping Gel Boys. Okay, Gel Boy. We are recapping episode 2. As always, I'm Adam with a new haircut. Diva
I'm
Boots.
RJ, also with a new haircut. But it's a haircut that I've sported before.
Mine is, a
Yours
little bit
is-
more
yeah.
drastic.
I'm gonna say, I went to the barber. Okay, shout out to Ricky.
It wasn't Ricky from Zero Base One?
No, it wasn't
He's
Ricky.
not your
from
barber?
Zoom. No.
Oh.
He goes, yes, it's me.
Yes, it's me.
And what did you do? You had a
I
midlife
walked
crisis.
in and I
then-
said, I'm having a crisis. I said, Diva, it's over, mama. I just walked in and I was like, do you have time for a walk-in? And he was like, what are you looking to do? And I was like, I want a buzz cut. And he was like, oh, sure. It took 5 minutes.
The
I paid
fastest haircut you've-
$16,
Yeah.
which still seemed a lot.
Yeah.
The biggest fear was that my head would be poorly shaped. I don't know what my
I know,
head,
yeah.
You don't know what your
You don't know
skull
what your
looks
skull
like.
looks like until you
Right.
see it.
Well, you don't know what your skull looks like ever.
Period,
Hopefully.
yeah.
Hopefully. You know, although your teeth are part of your skull.
There you go.
But I don't like my teeth,
But-
famously. So anyway, the point is that I was worried about the head shape. And I
Uh-huh.
think it's fine.
Yeah, you can't really see the dip when you were dropped as a baby. You can't really tell.
So this week we're recapping episode
But we are
2.
giving Formad Chian, I will say. Chian has a little bit more longer, but then
This
like
is why
I think
I'm doing patterns, I'm doing colors.
yeah, I'm doing,
Yeah, whatever
Whatever
doing
this
whatever
is.
it is that is,
whatever
mama.
this is Mamar.
So let's talk about episode 2, but first, let's go back and talk about some episode 1 things. 'Cause we had a lot of questions.
We had a lot of questions.
And we got
a
plenty
lot
of
of
answers.
plenty
Yeah.
of answers, which is great.
So one of our questions was Fuble. Fuble was a misspelling.
Yeah.
It was Fuple,
It's a friend couple.
which is, I also still would have not probably.
No, I would not have
I wouldn't
gotten-
have picked up on
I
that
would not have
immediately.
picked up Fuple.
I think I got the general idea.
Yeah.
Because I understood that was paralleling what he says at the end, which
Yes.
is like, I don't want to be, it's something in between or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I got the idea. But yes, that was the question. Formad, his name is Formad. Formad is a group. We
Formad
learned,
is a
especially in
group.
this episode.
Yes.
Which
It's like if we named our children Zero Base One, which we will.
we will. Thank you. No, we won't have children. Don't worry.
Don't worry, don't worry. We're
don't
not passing
worry.
this on.
No.
It ends here.
It ends. It stops with us. His sister is also named after another Thai group, but I didn't.
Faye
I forgot to
for
look up what it
something,
was.
Bua.
Bua is pronounced Bua and not Bois.
I know, so I can't do my.
I
Well,
always
the
have to
origin
remember
Bois?
that only in English are we slacking those vowels together.
Diphthongs, honey.
Yeah.
2022.
The show starts in 2022 as evidenced by Hype Boy. That's the point of
Yeah,
having Hype
yeah.
Boy in there. And then we definitely would have figured it out in this one because we get the live drop of Pink Venom.
Of yes, yeah.
Right now, here we go, episode 2. So Bobbin has agreed to go and get his
Blabbin.
has agreed to get his nails done as well. And this is the episode where I can't speak for you. I don't want to speak for you. But for me,
you
Diva,
do all the time. So.
I do for me. And for me, Diva, I fell in love with Bobbin in this episode.
He's so cute because he doesn't feel like he cares. Like right now, like he doesn't. He's just doing what Format tells him to do. He's like living his
Right.
own life.
Yeah.
He's like just a blink. Like he's like I'm focused on streaming. Like
But
like,
sometimes side characters can feel like they don't have, and I know he'll end up becoming
Yes.
more of a main player as the
Yeah,
series goes on. But I feel like sometimes side characters can feel like they have one trait and then we know nothing really else
Right.
about them. And that's not bad writing, by the
No.
way. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just
No.
saying that is often what happens.
How it
because
starts.
you have to spend so much time showing what your main character is doing.
right.
In a series, you can expand more
Yes,
with your
yeah,
other characters,
yeah.
right?
There's something charming about his indifference right now with like
Yes.
the plot that I'm like drawn by it because it's like, oh, he's not like in the sauce.
Right.
I know he will be, which scares me, but
Right.
it's very charming
Because
because
the gays
can't
are
help themselves but be
messy
messy.
boots, bitch.
yeah. Watch him be completely like totally indifferent the
The
entire time.
Alphabet Mafia is messy boots, girl.
Boots.
Hit her.
We're gonna develop our own vocal stems. That's what people are saying now because we said hit her so many times at Universe League.
Oh, really?
Hit her.
So Spotify. Okay, so
yes, Spotify is
a sponsor.
is an official sponsor.
And so Four gets I'm gonna just call him Four.
Mm-hmm.
Four gets an invite from Chian to join a little Spotify playlist.
Collab playlist.
And so he's like, "Oh my god, she's giving, honey."
Yeah.
And then he goes and taps his profile to see what other playlists he's got going on, and he has another one set up with Bua, a little private, just the two of them playlist. So, players gonna play.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate. You know.
Ballers they gon' ball.
And ballers, they are gonna ball.
Players they gon' play.
Ballers, they
Haters
gonna
they
ball.
gonna hate. Ballers they gon' ball. Ballers they gonna go. But ain't got nothing to do with me.
Shot callers.
Shot callers. They're calling the shots.
They're calling the shots.
I'm like
I
a
was
firecracker. I make it hot.
I literally was like,
Shy collars?
Like, like,
Oh my god! Sorry,
oh
my
God.
collars being
like a
so
Nehru
shy
jacket
right
is,
now.
I feel like a shy collar.
That's what they call.
Stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Like a Nehru jacket, a jacket with shy
It's a
collars.
shy collar, obviously.
Oh my god!
Okay. So yes, he gets the playlist invite. He sees Boo was on the other one. And he's like, oh, so this
sus.
this
Just giving
diva.
sus. Well, because he asks his sister.
So he texts. Yeah. Well, okay. So he goes home.
Mm-hmm.
His mom
His mom and his dad are full TikTok.
So it is
shoppers.
definitely his mom and his dad.
I think so.
That's what I
but
thought.
It's interesting because the dad doesn't talk.
It's not defined yet.
I can't tell if it's the dad or if it's like her brother. Like maybe it's an uncle.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't tell.
I still like how very like
You don't know until they
you don't know
explicitly show you.
until it's known.
Yeah.
They are running fully a TikTok shop.
A TikTok shop.
For sure.
And
And then Diva.
And then
we used
yes,
our
we
little
used our
noggins.
little yes.
Our last remaining brain cells. Okay. We rubbed them together.
We used it to figure out because we noticed his drop ceiling in his bedroom. So I was like,
Right.
you noticed it, and I was like, oh, I think it's like a renovated.
Do you know
like,
that when
commercial-
Peggy in Mad Men, when she buys her own house, she installs a drop ceiling in her home? In
She
in
chooses
Mad Men.
to put
She
drop
chooses to put a drop ceiling in her home.
because she loves Office.
That's the metaphor. Is because she feels so at home at work, she wants to bring work home with her. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I think it because it's pandemic, maybe it's like a renovated commercial space that they turned into apartments, and that's where they live now.
Uh-huh.
And then later, when he comes home, he goes through an empty storefront, goes up to his apartment,
Uh-huh.
and I was like,
And there's no like door into the
There's
apartment.
no door
it's
into
kind
the
of like they
apartment.
just walk
You go through the
upstairs and
store.
it's
Then I was like, oh, maybe they did own a store pre-pandemic, and then post-pandemic became full digital.
that's my guess.
Yeah,
They'll let us know.
yeah. That's my. You know what? I love to hypothesize.
He goes home and so he talks to his sister while he makes little like charms on his like
He's bedazzling. He's like putting
he's
charms
like-
in his shoelaces.
He's like not charms. Like
They're
beads.
beads. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
on
a
his
friendship
shoelace.
bracelet.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
his
yeah.
laces.
It's amazing. I want to be
I wanna be-
a Thai teenager in 2023.
Yeah, it just looks like.
I almost said 2003. That would make me older than I am right now. Which is so young, as you can tell by my outfit, Mama.
And my
She's
haircut,
giving-
honey. I'm
She's
young.
giving. I'm
She's
young.
giving.
She's
I'm
giving
re-
youth, honey.
She's giving. I'm trying to recapture the youth, honey, because it's slipping away from my fingers.
Slipping through
Through
my
my fingers.
all the time.
Who needs a Spotify playlist? We are the Spotify
And
playlist.
I don't know ABBA. I only know Mamma Mia because I'm so young. I didn't even know that it was based on anything. I don't know ABBA because they're so old. It's the T.
Technically, that is how
That's
you
the
knew them.
T.
Or you knew ABBA. But your mom didn't listen to ABBA growing up, did she?
So you think just through osmosis, I'd never heard a single ABBA
Adam-
song ever in my life?
Yes, because 75% of your music
No,
comes
don't
from
do
Glee.
This. Don't do
You didn't
this,
even know
Diva.
songs or songs
Don't do
because-
this. I knew every song that was ever played at a wedding because I'd been to weddings.
Okay.
This is not what this is about.
We're just teens, you guys.
We're just teens. We're
hanging
Gen
out.
Z teens. We're
teens.
neurodivergent.
Oh my god.
Okay. So his sister's like, he asks like, if somebody invites me to a playlist, what does it mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, because he likes you. And he's like, but then she was like,
you have to check.
I have this guy who invited me to a playlist, but he has 6 other playlists with all those other girls.
So he's a player. So
he's
I'm
a player.
Like, not fine.
So I'm not interested. That'll come back. So Pink Venom, the next scene we get is a Pink Venom live drop.
Yeah.
Also, as someone who lives in America, truly wild to watch someone in the middle of the day get a live music video because they do not come in the middle of the day.
No, they come
for
at
us.
1 a.m. for Chicago time, honey.
Right. So that was fun. This is the exact moment I fell for Bobbin.
Oh, and this is I loved the scene.
Everyone
was in it.
Crazy it is.
He went crazy. Everyone's going crazy, mostly for him. Like, it's like they're supporting him.
Yes.
Even the
He has,
teachers
like,
in the back.
every phone and iPad and laptop.
Everyone's laptop and phone in the class.
It's a little.
It's so fun.
Who is a?
Who's like a big.
No, I'm trying to
fan
think. No. There's like a director that does this kind of there's like someone who does this kind of style where it's like natural, but then it's pushed to a degree where it's like this specific thing wouldn't exactly happen, but because it's like just outside of reality, but it's like kind of perfect for the world setting of what we're doing. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Like a Christopher Guest? No.
No. It's a little like no. It's a little. It's not like Baz Luhrmann. It's just there's like a style of like we're in a natural environment, but we're pushing past naturalism at some point. Right? Like there's a level of like like Four's bedroom is so colorful that it's like I can conceive that someone would have this room, but it's just pushed a little bit past reality where it's like everything is cohesive and perfect, right? This is how I felt about this scene where it was like he has every single thing lined up and everything is framed so perfectly, and the teachers being so excited as well is like what adds to the like kind of ridiculous the camp of the situation. I mean, it is camp. Like the campiest scene we've had in the show so far. So Pink Venom drops. This is so funny.
He's going crazy.
He loses.
He's like not even watching it because he's just like.
It's so fucking funny.
It's so funny, and Format is like, well, the wheels start turning.
The wheels are turning.
Because he's like, hey, let's make a playlist. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I think Format's wheels, the factory needs to stop. I think the factory needs to close at some point.
Stop working. We need to sit out.
We need union breaks.
At
the factory of Four's mind.
Yeah.
Because while I appreciate that he is a teen,
he's got a lot of, gumption. He's got a lot of initiative.
Nerve.
Because he's fully like, hey, let's make a Spotify playlist. Like, I'll put you in right now. Because I want to be a Blink. I'm such a Blink. So, like, I want to learn all the music. I'm such a Blink,
I want to learn all the songs.
Yeah. And literally he's like, sure, whatever. I'm focused with my duty.
Don't bother
as
me.
Blink to get 1 million streams
I have a job
in the first,
to do.
like, 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay?
So the purpose of the playlist is to learn about Blackpink. Ostensibly.
The true purpose is to show
to
show he has another
Xian's attention.
Yeah.
The whole thing is getting Xian's attention.
Yes.
So
that's the theme of the episode. Let's say getting people's attention.
The show so far. He's in a school band, giving My School President vibes. He's the front man of the school band.
Uh-huh.
The band's not bad, right?
The band's bad, I think.
But they were good at
the show.
Good is so subjective. They were
Better.
Enjoyable on the
when
street.
They're rehearsing, it sounds bad. Like
the
people are just clanging.
It's just like that's my Linus. Play to me, son. Like it's very the end of the Music Man.
Yeah.
Which is a young reference. I want to be very clear about that. I'm young.
Y'all are watching A Woman on the Verge of an...
What do you mean?
Verge?
In the middle of. They have a little moment of flirty flirt. Okay, Xian and Four.
Mm-hmm.
where Chian is watching an Aichi show on his phone.
On his phone.
And he comes over and
But
taps with his little
But he'll do the thing
gel
of like,
nails.
hey, I'm going to sit right here, like outside the music rehearsal.
Yes.
You know?
There's a lot of like being aware of each
Where
other
the other person
in
is, yeah.
proximity.
Because Format is doing it all the time. Like he makes Babin
Uh-huh.
go to the bathroom just so he can like walk by him.
Yes.
Like stuff like that.
Yes. The whole band after school goes and gets their nails done
Yes.
because Four convinces them that it's like
yeah,
cool
it's like,
and trendy.
yeah.
Chian, after they are done, they're sitting out on this bench at the mall, and Chian walks up and like puts a sticker on Four's cool guitar.
Very
by the
cool
way,
guitar.
very cool.
First we were like, oh, it's transparent.
It's translucent.
It's like it lights up.
It lights up from the inside. It's very cool.
Yeah.
He puts a sticker on it because he has stickers all over everything. That's like his whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they like have this long conversation where they're just like flirting with each
Yeah.
other basically. And everyone else in the band is fully like filming, fully like. What are we doing? It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny because it's so obvious.
Yeah.
And neither of them notice it. That's the best part of this whole scene. And it's like continuous through
Yes.
the whole thing.
Because Chian is like, so Devo, are you joining my playlist or what?
Yeah. They agree that that he tells them about the band. He tells them like, we're going to go perform at this time.
yeah.
And so, yeah, then Chian brings up, you haven't joined my playlist yet. And he's like, oh, well, how about I join it next time we go get our nails done together? Because then I'll have something to listen to while we get our nails done.
Because he's been leaving him on red.
Yes, because he's been
Too.
Insta DMing him like,
Join
bitch,
my playlist.
join the playlist.
Yeah. And he's not.
And he hasn't replied. And then he was like, oh my God, I was in the shower. Oh my God, you texted me. I was in the shower. I like totally forgot, which I have used that line.
Yeah.
I've used every line in the book about not responding to someone. Not because, by the way, not because I'm purposefully leaving someone on red. Literally because I will read it and then I forget immediately.
Yes,
I
yeah.
immediately forget
Adam
that I have
immediately
read
forgets.
it and answered it in my mind.
Yes.
Not on the text.
Yes,
in my
but
brain.
he like reads it, answers it on his mind, and he's like, okay, then that's answered.
Oh yeah, I answer it.
No,
To
but
myself.
the person, yes, to yourself. The person will be like, hello, and you're like, oh, sorry, I
thought I said,
read that 2 days ago, and I
Yeah,
thought I
yeah.
answered it because it did. I did for me, so it's a real.
I'm not
delight.
saying I'm a good. I'm not saying I'm a person anyone should emulate. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that this is.
But
these
you know,
are
you're
my-
so young, so you have.
I'm so young. I have so much time to learn about myself. Okay, so then there's a scene. They leave the group called For Eve.
Yeah, forever.
Oh,
Because it's for Evia.
For Eve, yeah.
Yeah.
For Eve, yeah.
For Eve.
For
Nave.
Eve.
Nave is the band name for Eve. Nave.
For Eve is the band that is
That they
the Japanese
watch.
band, right?
That's
Isn't it?
5e.
Are you fucking joking me?
It's not for Eve, it's 5e. You thought the entire time it was 5e?
Yes, this is the one that I thought
Elia likes,
Elia
yeah.
likes.
Yeah.
It's a different
It's
group
a
that's
different-
the same thing except a different number.
It's not the same. It's 4EVE and
Uh-huh.
5e is F5VE.
I knew that because I'm so young. Bua and Chian are like waiting to like just see them pass
yeah.
through, basically.
But this is immediately after they do the little flirting.
Immediately after the flirting,
Like he basically goes there and then goes.
and then goes and
to
flirts
Bua.
with his other flirtina. Okay, so now we're
now
back to
Format
Ford
is full like.
trying to get attention.
Yeah.
He brings Bobbin over. They don't pay attention.
They don't see him at
He
all.
like gets annoyed. They keep shooting him like through the two of them.
Uh-huh.
Like it's very funny. Adding songs to a playlist to lengthen the time is an indicator of like, oh, this will be a way we spend more time together.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's what his sister says.
This is what his sister tells him, right? So now then we have this recurring theme of the whole episode of like adding songs. To, like make the
So he's
playlist
adding
longer.
a bunch of songs to Bobbin. There's like it comes up to like 6 hours.
He's just doing the thing
Just
where
doing-
it's
it's
like,
like,
here's
add,
another
add, add,
song
add,
you'd
add.
like.
and
then he
Bobbin is
just-
like, why the fuck are you adding so many songs in here?
are you gonna have time to listen to all these?
Yeah.
This is funny to me as a person who only uses. I don't think I use playlists correctly.
No, because okay, so this kind of harkens back to like mixtape era. I
Mixtape
think.
era T.
But there,
I've heard.
from what I've heard from my
From
mom,
from my mom told me, Mom, shut up.
from what my mom said about mixtapes. First of all, we were mix CDs, okay? Not
We were
mixtapes.
mix CDs.
Get
We
it?
were mix
Get
CDs.
it?
We were not mixtapes.
We were not mixtapes.
I actually could not tell you how
No,
to
yeah,
record
me
a
either.
tape. I have no
Because
idea.
there were boom boxes that had two, and it's like you could play one and then record the other. We didn't have
so
that.
allegedly.
From what I've heard, the most I've ever done a mixtape, I've made one mixtape before, and it was
A tape or CD?
a tape.
Oh, wow.
I had a boombox that had the record, but it was just the one, but it was like through the microphone on the boombox. So I put up the boombox next to the TV, and you know what was in there, Diva? Even Steven's musical episode.
No.
Once More with Feeling.
No.
Buffy musical episode. And then my own little private radio show where I was like hosting it and was like, now we're gonna play this song. Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
you were
blah.
DJ.
Uh-huh.
You were DJ T.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That was my creative outlet.
I didn't. My
Me-
creative outlet was just doing theater from the age of like 6.
Yeah. And you know, you're such a normal
And now I'm
person
16. That was only 10 years
16.
ago. You can't do this, by the way, now because A, nobody can rip a CD. You'd
There are no
check out
CD
from-
players anymore.
You'd check out from your library
a
CD.
And then rip, yeah.
Such as, I don't know, let's say, for example, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown 1999 cast. Okay?
You were
For example, rip that to your computer
Uh-huh.
and then burn it onto a CD.
Yeah.
And then you just have a copy of that
Yeah,
CD.
yeah, yeah.
But
see-
can't believe I could do that, by the way. Looking
Yeah.
back, I'm
Looking
like,
back,
how is that possible?
How is that possible? Yeah.
And that wasn't even like, that was like pre the Napster of it all.
Pre Napster, pre Kazaa.
Right, before then the entire
The Wire,
music industry
yeah.
changed
Changed
because of piracy.
Yeah, yeah.
And now we're in probably the worst system possible, which
Yeah,
is
where it's
streaming
like-
because artists don't get any money
And
for
they
anything.
get no money and the song could just disappear.
It's like 0.00007 cents
Yeah.
per play.
It's awful. That's why I buy CDs.
Okay, sure.
I don't care about the little photos or whatever.
Sure, yeah. So
Just
he
different-
comes home.
Yeah, he's trying different tactics to get his
Trying
attention.
different tactics,
He's
not
taking-
working. He's dropping his AirPods out in the
in the basketball
Courtyard,
Yes. He's taking
whatever.
a picture of his like waiting for his table for some Gipsel or whatever.
yes.
And like posting it on a story.
he's
not
messaging
seeing-
back, but then not getting
Yeah.
a response.
He sends an Insta photo and then deletes it.
Yeah, unsends it. Yeah. So he's
Nothing's
not
wrong.
getting the attention he's craving,
No, because you
and he's
just
pent
saw
up.
him.
He's pent up. That's the point. He's pent up.
Yes, he's
He
frustrated.
goes home. His sister did start dating the player.
The player,
which
yeah.
is so funny.
And he's like, "Who the fuck is that?" And she's like, "It's the guy I share a playlist with." And they're like, "You said he was a player." And she's like, "But he's so cute. Look at him." Which now it's just funny because
so funny.
he's fully gone on the opposite end where he was like, "I was ready to ride and die with you, girl. That these
Yeah.
players need to
players are gonna play, and the ballers they're gonna ball,
exactly.
and the shot callers
And
are
I'm-
gonna call.
That's the way it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the way
I'm sick and tired of your broken promises.
Off his guitar, he takes off the stickers.
Stickers.
He's like going through let's call it a manic episode.
Yeah.
He's going through a crisis.
Yeah, but because you're a teenager, they don't call it that. It's just like,
No,
oh,
it's
you're
just-
just going through.
Well, because you're not going through a manic episode. You're just
You're just
experiencing,
experiencing
brand new emotions.
yes.
Because you're still a child.
Yeah.
Not to be shady.
Not to be shady.
Not to be shady. This is why you're in a controlled environment of school.
Yes.
You should not be in the real world yet.
Yes. Yeah.
No shade.
No shade. That's just how
This is why we gotta tamp it down.
Yeah.
Okay. So the scene is he takes off the stickers, he puts the stickers all over his body, and then in a scene that is similar to what happens in I Told Sunset About You, he jerks off.
Yeah.
What I like about the jerk off scene, and I want to be very clear about what I'm saying right now. What I like about the jerk
In the
off
story,
scene
yeah.
in the story is that it is not hot.
No.
It's not sexy. It is like primal, animalistic. Like it is the external manifestation of my hormones are so
going through the roof.
psychotic
I don't
right now.
know what. Yeah, literally, like going crazy. Which is exactly like in the
That is the whole point of the scene.
yeah, because it plays out in It's a pretty much like that too, where
Beat for
he is so like so heightened with emotions of like what of like his big sacrifice or whatever.
There is a way to do this where it does creep into that, like, now you're voyeuring.
It could be like exploitative.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
feel
really
that way.
gets nails like how it doesn't feel like that. I
Yeah.
would say even like Call Me by Your Name does tread into that line.
Oh, totally.
And I am impressed that it is able to feel just like we're like, oh, this is being a teen. It's not hot. It's just like, oh yeah.
I get it.
Uh-huh.
I sympathize. It's more that like you like
Yeah, yeah.
sympathize with them because it's like I understand that feeling of not knowing what else to do.
Right. He is so driven by he is so impulsive.
Yeah.
As a character.
Yeah.
That is the point we are ascertaining through this jerk off
Yeah.
scene. This is why I get annoyed when people are like sex scenes shouldn't exist or
Yeah.
whatever. Mostly because
It's like
let's take fully the BL out of it,
Right.
right? Because that's mostly just homophobia.
Yeah. Literally.
Even just regularly, sex scenes can tell you something. I will acknowledge that there are sex scenes that are just there to
Just
titillate.
yeah.
I agree. Sure, those exist.
Yeah.
But also some do two things at once.
Yeah.
This is a scene that is using a
A
sexual
act.
to explain that this is a very impulsive character who is living on just like what his raw instinct is in
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
But like, media literacy, that's just
Oh no, it's out
doesn't-
the window.
we don't
We're not doing that anymore in my generation. Okay, so now we're at the performance. Cheon is there. He's up on a balcony. We get a shot of his nails that are basically like
rusted,
nothing.
ragged.
They've grown out so much.
He's waited.
How did they do this? I don't
That's
even...
the thing. They must be They must all be stickers just because you have to like peel them off and on.
They have to be.
Yeah.
Because like you can't wait for them to actually grow out in
Right.
real life. It's crazy.
Or that they're just hacking their nails.
Constantly? Oh my god, that's so bad for your nails.
Yeah.
So yes, Cheon has definitely waited to get his nails
Yes.
done. He needs to get
The
them done.
crazy part was I didn't know if that was just shown to us, to show to us that like Cheon has been waiting, right, to get
Mm-hmm.
his nails. But the immediate scene after, Formad then goes back and starts hacking his nails, so that way his nails are also like kind of almost grown out, so that way he has an excuse.
No.
to get it.
No.
So he doesn't see the nails?
No. You are almost right.
Okay.
Cheon is waiting to
Yes.
get his nails done. 4 removes them completely so that he can be like, oh, I hadn't even like thought about it. Like it's like, because it'll eventually come up, right? That they're gonna get
They
their
have
nails
to-
done
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And he didn't want to be, if he shows up and is also like, my nails are practically gone, I was also waiting to do my nails with you.
Oh,
If there's
interesting.
no nails left, then it's like, oh yeah, I guess, oh my god, I guess my nails are, I guess I should get my nails done.
Oh.
There's like a way to be like, oh yeah. That's how I read it.
Yeah, I read it as that he saw it, but I was like, that's physically
couldn't have
impossible. He
seen
could
it,
have
yeah.
seen it all the way up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is both about, the nail
thing-
as metaphor is
It's
like,
great.
it's so brilliant because
Yeah.
there is a time element to it as well. Like I think it's like such a perfect choice
Yeah.
to use as a visual indicator of like their interest, whatever, but also like it helps tell the story of the time that they are spending.
Yeah.
Like it's really incredibly brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. They sound good.
They sound better.
They sound better.
But also, I think we were watching it. We're like, maybe everyone's just like excited because there's a live band performing in the middle.
Yeah,
of
that's
this,
true.
You know.
I will stop for any live music.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah. You'll
It
stop
could
for
be-
a puppet show.
Also, oh,
Well, I
bitch,
mean,
there's
yes,
a puppet
there's
show
a
down the
puppet
street
show down the
all the
street
time.
every
and
time,
I'm
and you're
constantly like cute. Or like the guys on the like
Oh yeah.
the drum, not
drum.
the drum.
We're like
They're
yeah.
drumming on the like paint
paint
buckets.
buckets.
Yeah. I love, there's a sequence where he's like in the back of the crowd,
Uh-huh,
they
and then
pan
he's-
back and then
he's
they pan forward, he's
closer.
closer.
They do for the last song. They're like, everyone go DM us or on our
He's there with
story.
Bua, by the way.
Yes.
That is
And
very
Bua
important.
is like,
And this is it gets dark.
yeah. They've
So
been
this is
playing
a
out
long set.
here. Yeah.
And he's there. And Bua, I'm sure, has to be like, can we
Can
go?
we fucking go?
They're fine.
They do this thing where for the last song they put up a DM question where it's like, let us know what song you want us to sing. And he purposefully finds the one that Chian drops in.
Right.
And at first I was like, how do they know all these songs?
Well, first of all, I loved how brilliant that was.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The future.
I know.
Because then they can just find the
I would
sheet
have
music.
never.
They could just find the sheet music on their iPads because they're all
Well,
reading
even
iPads.
just like using an Instagram question on a story as
Yeah.
a way to source what
Because
song.
while we're all here, you're like,
Hello?
hey,
And then also it guarantees like people will probably follow the.
yeah. Hello.
I gagged. I was like, now that's marketing.
yeah.
That's ingenuity.
yeah.
That's not AI.
That's not AI.
100% full battery.
Full battery.
Mm-hmm. It's great. It's the greatest band name. And it's just, I love every fucking detail of the show.
I know.
So yes, so they play Chian's song. He comes
sings
up
with them.
and sings with them. They get very flirty.
Mm.
Bua is filming and is like, I love that Bua has like 2 lines in this episode. What I love in this show so far is how Bua is definitely a major player in the show, but he is at this point just a presence.
I know.
We've had a couple
Yeah.
scenes with him where he's like spoken.
Yeah.
But it is not, we know nothing about him.
I know.
I don't know what he likes. I don't know what he's into. I know he likes
'Cause-
new jeans.
Yeah.
And I know he likes the color pink
Yeah.
because he keeps wearing it.
Yeah. He's you.
Although so does Bobbin. But that's a
That's
Blackpink
Blackpink
thing. I like that he is a force more than he is like a
Yes.
character so far.
Totally.
Because he's visually different from everybody. I just think there's like such
There's
a
something.
good
Yes,
story
it's
being told.
it's very
with this.
ominously
Mhm.
telling. Yeah.
There's a scene where Bua and Chian are like sitting out on a
Sitting,
bench.
and Bua's
Bua's
like,
oh, we should get our
"Let's
nails done. And Chian,
says maybe next
rejects
time.
him.
Yeah. He says maybe next time. And at first, at first I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, because he wants to do this. He
With
really
4.
likes 4. He wants to do this with 4.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So put a pin on that.
So then we have a scene where 4 is like, all his friends had left already. He's alone in this like plaza. Chian walks up and is like, hey, do you want to go get our nails done? So they go and get their nails done together. This is when he accepts the playlist invite. They add all these songs to the playlist while sitting there. It's so cute. This is like the most, since it is like, for 4, he's won,
Yeah.
right? He's won the game. He got his attention.
He got his attention, and now
He played the game correctly, and now he likes him.
Yep.
We accepted the invite. We'll ignore the fact that he was there with Bua. We'll ignore the fact that he definitely still has a playlist with Bua, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. Chian definitely fully likes me. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
It is the most, like, earnest kind
Yes.
of, like, he's, like, smiling.
He's smiling. The lady asks, like, what design do you want to do? And he says, whatever takes the longest so I can sit here and enjoy
I
the
love
music.
this line. I could write a book about what I love about the show. The adage used to be, if you're not doing nails, you're not doing drag.
What is it now?
It is now, if you're not doing dragon, you're not doing nails,
Nails.
honey. Because the dragon that she first of all, I didn't even
Artistry.
know this was physically possible.
Mhm.
I did not know people were doing nails like this.
Yeah.
I thought just the trend was like
Colors. Oh, yeah.
claws.
I know too. Me too. The
That's
fact that
all I
I
thought.
was like, you can
Cynthia
have.
Erivo.
Yeah. Yeah. Holding space.
Holding
Print
space.
media.
Holding space.
Holding space.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could have it with like normal cropped nails and then have gel designs on it.
And
I
like
don't-
stacked.
And stacked. I was like, yeah, why
I don't
wouldn't-
know how I would use my hands. I do feel like I would be very overstimulated.
Yeah, you
It would take me
I think you could do
a
like
minute
one
to-
layer.
It would probably take me a bit to get
I
used
think
to.
you could do like little designs, but I don't think you can do the stacked. I eat too much with my hands that I feel like it'll just get messy.
I loved it. The dragon nail truly blew
Please,
my
if
fucking mind.
anyone knows, if you live in Chicago and know a nail
Is there
salon that
any
will do this,
nail salon doing this style nail
please,
in Chicago?
please tell us.
I don't even know what to search for. Dragon nails, blah blah blah.
Look, we'll travel.
Then they go
For
to
nails.
the BTS station,
Uh-huh.
the subway station.
Yes, they're
and
still sharing the
they
pods.
Sit and
They're still
they're
listening.
sharing a set of AirPods, listening to the playlist. I love. So at first I was like, why are they not getting on this train? Right?
Yeah.
We had this conversation while we were watching it. We were like, is there like one specific train they're waiting for? You know what they're waiting for?
The Spotify train?
No. They're waiting for the playlist to finish. They're
Yeah.
they're staying together as long as the playlist existed.
Yeah.
There was also a level that I wanted to look up and see what time the train stopped running to see if they were just waiting for the last train. I don't think that was what happened. But they leave, they part ways, the train comes into the station, Chian gets on, 4 walks away, and then he realizes
say well, though they're like very cute and trying to say goodbye. They
hug.
They hug, yeah.
Gets on the train, 4
Or
walks away. He realizes he
still
has
has
his
the
AirPod in. He goes
runs
back onto
in.
the train
Gets trapped in.
and then gets trapped in the train. And they leave together. Very cute.
So then he gives back the AirPods so they can just keep listen again.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he also deletes the playlist with Bobbin. Shady married lady. He's at school. This is like the last scene of the show.
Yeah.
He's at school. They catch each other in the
Outside the band room.
outside the band room or whatever, and they have the conversation of like, well, anyway, I think we should decide what we are. This is 4, by the way.
Yeah.
And
And
Chian is
Chian-
like, oh, I thought I just want to talk
like
for
to
fun.
yeah, I want to talk for fun. That's what he said.
I just want to talk for fun. Oh,
And you see 4 like go through it, like he's like about to burst into tears, but then like kind of stops himself and convinces himself.
because Chian is like, we probably shouldn't talk anymore
Yeah.
because I didn't mean to lead you on. You definitely did.
You definitely did, Diva.
Because he's like, I've been into Bua for a year, who's been keeping me like, he's been stringing me along for a year, so I was trying to get back at Bua.
I was
That's
or
basically
yeah,
what
like
his
trying to do
story
stuff
is.
to get his attention. 'Cause
Right.
He says
he was
attention.
doing the same thing.
He's doing the same thing.
Right. So then
So then that's when I was like, oh, him saying, no, I don't want to do my nails with you. Well, maybe some other time, Blanche. That's because he was going to do it. Like, that's to get attention.
right.
But then
This
it was
is all alleged though. Because
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't you have to believe that what he's saying is
it's
100% true.
I know. Because the way in episode 1, the way Bua was like, no, I think he's a player. I don't think you want him. That I'm like, if Bua does like you, and maybe, I don't know.
But here's what I think. Here's my guess. I think Bua is reticent to actually get in. I think Bua does like him.
But he's trying not to because
But he's
he
like,
knows
I know you're a
this about-
player.
yeah.
Okay? That's Bua's problem.
Uh-huh.
My guess. We don't know anything about Bua.
Yeah.
Chian, I think probably does like Bua. But I think also does actually like 4.
Yeah.
Because if you did all this, right? There are things that he did over the course of this episode that have nothing to do with getting Bua's attention.
Yeah.
Messaging me on Instagram,
He won't know that.
he won't know it. Yes,
Making
he
the
was
playlist?
about it was
Sure.
about like, won't you join the playlist?
Yeah.
But there
But
are
then coming
aspects of
back
it.
to be like, hey, you haven't replied to
Spending
me.
the whole time at the subway, that's not going to get Bua's attention.
No.
Getting your nails done for sure, right? If your whole goal
Yeah.
is like, look, I did this thing with this other guy.
Like, it's what 4 would be doing, like bringing Bobbin literally just to parade
Correct.
in front and then like,
Correct.
okay, thanks, Bobbin. See you later.
So there's definitely we're not getting the full story.
No.
He's not telling the full truth.
I don't know. I don't think he likes Bua. I think that's still an act.
I think
I'm kind of like inclined to believe Bua. I think Bua is the one that likes Chian and is trying to like. Yeah,
I definitely
get
think
him.
Bua likes Chian. And I think that Chian probably maybe liked a lot in the past
Uh-huh.
and then over time it's like lessened or
Yeah.
whatever, the more he like hasn't gotten
Yeah.
what he wants out of Bua or whatever. But I do think there's something there because they definitely have a very familiar relationship.
yes.
Where like Bua's laying his head on his shoulder.
Yeah. I know.
Bua's about to be my little femme icon. I swear
No,
to God.
I swear to God, she's so iconic. But then Bobbin and Format are also like laying on each other's laps. And
Yes.
stuff, too.
Oh, that's the other thing we didn't talk about is like Bobbin has that whole, in the episode 1,
Uh-huh.
he's like, "You're so handsome," blah 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 blah.
Yeah, you're so handsome now. What
definitely, but I think Bobbin is more
But then Bobbin is like,
just very. I think Bobbin is like may think Forrest cute and may have a little crush,
But it's
I don't
not
think
like
it's this isn't.
because when Chian is coming up and like singing, when Chian came to flirt with him, like he's part of the group of being like, yeah, look at you, he likes
Yes,
you.
but then you have to also see everything from Bobbin's perspective, which is like, but then he keeps coming back.
Do you think the show is gonna do that? They're gonna jump to different perspectives.
I don't think the show's going to jump perspectives, but I'm saying if you look at it from Bobbin's perspective, we have like keeps doing this thing where he'll like come back to me and then he'll go with Chian, and come back to me and go with Chian. Where we as the omniscient audience know it's because he's trying to get his attention.
But
Bobbin, I
doesn't
don't
that.
know if he knows that. Because I don't know if Bobbin knows that Chian's not giving him attention.
Oof.
I'm worried for Bobbin.
I'm worried for
my
Bobbin
baby
because
Bobbin.
he's just like, I'm just trying to keep the
Bobbin
strings
is
up.
my favorite character in the show. Okay. So yes. So this is my
Okay,
This
so
is
then-
when I was like T acting down Boots,
Yeah.
Mama God. You see the whole crisis play out
In
on Four's face.
Yeah.
He goes from the like slap in the face of being like, I didn't want to lead you on, almost being like,
You did.
okay, but Mama, what was that then?
Yeah.
Because that you 100%. What else were you doing besides
Yeah.
leading me on, Diva Boots?
I didn't. The things that I've been doing didn't just come out of thin air.
To then being like the full embarrassment of being
Uh-huh.
like, I just
Oh,
came
no,
up
no,
to you
I just-
asking to make this official when clearly
Right.
you weren't here for that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then this is because I did this
You
exact
did the exact. Yeah.
same thing once in my life.
Yeah.
And I had the moment where I was like, oh. And this was just a couple years ago, right? Because I'm so young.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, this is what being an adult in a relationship is like, you just have to be cool about it.
Yeah. It's cool.
You got to be cool. Cool, boy. So I was like, oh,
Yeah. Same.
yeah, we don't have to like, whatever. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be labeled. Oh my God, labels. What is this?
But then-
2014?
But then later it's like, so then what do we call ourselves? And he's like,
This
let's
is
not put it
what's
a
crazy.
status.
This is what's crazy is the show starts with him being told, I just want to be in between friend and couple.
Yeah, which
and
is a
he
label.
does not like it.
Uh-huh.
He wants a relationship.
Yes. Yeah.
This is why I was like, oh, this is so great setting this up
Yes,
so the
yes.
audience is like aware of like,
Yeah.
he knows what he wants, but he's
Yes,
scared to admit
he's scared
that
to
that's what he
admit it,
wants.
which is
Because
so
then
funny
you might
because-
have to admit, then this person isn't for me. But
Yeah.
what if you want that person to be for you and you want there to be a relationship,
yeah.
but you
Yeah.
you
Which
value
sucks
more?
because all of his friends are in a relationship. So it's like believable that like if he
Except for
said
Bobbin.
he could say like I want a relationship and everyone would be like, okay, yeah. But then like that's the thing. Everyone would say, then don't pick him because he's doing this to everyone.
Well, yes, but that's
he
the
doesn't
other
wanna
thing is,
hear
like,
that.
He also is like he wants a relationship, but he also doesn't want to not have experiences.
Yes, yeah.
That's the other thing of
Yeah,
this whole thing is like you want to experience everything
Everything
you
all at once, yeah.
Right.
Which is like, yeah, like part of like first love, first relationships. It's
This
like,
is part of being a teenager.
Yeah.
It's just like trying everything and seeing
Yeah.
what sticks to you.
Yeah.
This is why the sticker metaphor is so fucking brilliant, by the way, because his whole life is just trying to
try and put things
throw
on.
pasta at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like your whole adolescence. This is why I could go into my whole gay thing. I won't do it today. But like your whole adolescence is you trying on different personas.
Yeah,
Trying
yeah.
to figure out who the fuck you are externally to feel if that fits right internally.
Internally, yeah.
Right? That's the entire adolescent experience.
Yep.
That is the whole point, Diva. This is why we really should be giving teenagers way more grace when they're crazy because everything
just trying to figure it out.
They're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Before they get to the real world and have to be figured out.
All of a
Which, by
sudden-
the way, you don't have
You
to
don't.
be. They don't tell you
They
that
don't
you
tell
don't
you.
have to be figured out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you will spend most of your 20s still figuring your shit out.
Yes.
But that besides the point.
From what I've heard.
What I've heard,
I'm not there yet.
allegedly, I'm only 16. so yeah.
then-
So then he's like, oh,
Well, then,
no,
okay.
that's fine. Oh my god, you
Yeah,
thought I
ew.
wanted to
No,
because
no.
I was like not into it
No.
either. Because I thought you were into me, and I was like, oh, I'm not
Yeah.
really into him. But no, we're into each other.
We're, like,
whatever you're into, I'm
I'm
into
the
the
same.
same amount. It's the same.
Yes. So just to clarify though, like what are those? Like what would
And so,
you
like, what
be
would-
into?
so,
like,
like-
what are you into and what's
but like
comfortable
we can
with
get
you?
our nails done.
Yeah. But like
and we
what
can
else?
like go get like food together after
Yeah.
school, or like we could like I don't know, like kiss. Do you want to kiss? This is like, is this the saddest first kiss I've ever seen on screen?
Because it's like he, like you said, he just wants to get that experience. He wants to know. He just wants it. But then it's like he had to go through all these hoops and bounds of like, okay, but it quote unquote doesn't mean anything because he's just, but it does. It happened. You
Right.
kissed. But like in his mind, it's like, it's not.
This is where you have to like, this is where, I mean, there is like a thing of like fully you can,
Yeah.
as an adult, I
Right.
think, get to a point where you
A lot
compartmentalize
of people do that. Yeah.
everything to the point of being like, I mean, like, this is not a shock, I don't think, but like plenty of people in the gay community are like in open relationships and they fully compartmentalize the
what
like,
they get from different-
sexual stuff versus like what they have as their relationship, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just two different things for them. So they say.
Yeah.
And I am gagged that
The teens are doing.
the teens are also at that point where they're like, oh no, I'm 16 and I feel like I'm like, oh yeah, we can just like make out and it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's happened since the dawn of time.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
have tried to convince themselves of like,
Right.
I don't really have big feelings. I have
Right.
little feelings. I just have
Yeah.
small little feelings that are really insignificant at the end of
Yeah.
the day. And then guess what, Diva? You're lying to yourself.
I just know that the end game feels like will be that they will be together, right?
I would
Or-
assume, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to get real messy.
It's either that or it's like these four are like become found family or something. I don't know
Because
what the end game will be.
It's so, okay. There are plenty of similarities, right, with Itze, but Itze was a completely different. I mean, Itze was like a very traditional
coming of age.
coming
Like
of
they
age
become
and
adults
also,
at
like,
the end.
falling in love with each other,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
This is not.
I feel like we're
like a
just-
falling in love story.
No, it feels like we're just at a moment in time.
Yes, it's like more of a. It's more of a.
It's more of like an exploration of like
exploration of like Thai teenagehood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
And like, if they're not falling in love in like the way we used to think about it, like what are they doing instead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're like in these situationships, right?
Yep.
Like that's the term. So then, like, what happens, right? Like, once you're in the situationship, where does it go?
Yeah.
It has to go somewhere. We can't be stagnant forever. There's no possible way. You have 80 more years left of your life to live. It's got to go somewhere.
Yep.
And that's what this show is going to try to figure out.
You're eating this
I
up.
could have gone for another 2 hours about this episode. I swear to God, I love it.
I know. I don't know where this is going, genuinely, and I'm like really into the ride. Just because
I feel
think
so
just like
assured of his hands,
Yes.
though. Yeah.
I trust the story, I trust them, I trust the performances. Like everyone's doing such a great job, and like because you're in this like fun format of the show. For Eve, it's fun.
For you, Matt.
So you're just kind of like, I'm here for the ride. And I know, like, I'm a person that I would say, like, before, I was definitely burnt out by a lot of, like, teen angst stories. This doesn't feel as angsty to me. I'm sure we'll get there when we get to more of the,
There's angst happening. Definitely the scene before he, like, ends up jerking off. Like,
right.
that's
his
really
frustrations
angsty.
of, like, nothing's working. Yeah.
Right. And there's a lot of scenes, there's a lot of shots where it's just them silently thinking.
Yes.
And I think
totally.
that is, like, very teen angst.
Yeah.
But
I'm not, it doesn't feel as tired or, like, I'm not exhausted by it.
I think the show is so good at those silent scenes. I know what he's thinking. Like, I know what the character's thought process is. I think the hard part when I watch teen stuff is when I feel like, but what do you think? Like, what's the, I know the problem, but like, what are you worried about?
Yeah.
Or what do you want out of it?
Yeah.
And I think like the show is so clear in all the characters' motivations that it's like, oh, well then I'm not worried about feeling like, oh my God, teen angst. Cause there's a clear end goal.
Yeah. I agree. So who's your MVP for this episode?
It's Bobbin. I mean, it's Bobbin. It's Bobbin 100%.
Him losing his mind for
That
for,
scene, honestly, not
actually-
even the episode. The scene of
stole
him
the show for
freaking
you.
out about pink venom dropping
Yeah,
is so funny,
yeah,
but so real.
yeah,
And so, like, again, a bit of that. I did not have this experience in high school. I did not participate in fandom in high school in this way. Fandom in high school for me, I would have said I participated in was like Disney musicals,
right.
Harry Potter, and that's like it.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't even say like I participated in, like I wasn't.
you weren't
in
like
fandom space
Yeah,
in
there
that
was
way.
not like a equivalent to like streaming or like doing
No.
something to like clearly show your support for the thing
No.
that you stand.
Stan culture like didn't.
No, it wasn't the
It
same.
didn't exist.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't cool
There was
to
fandom.
It wasn't cool to like
Yeah.
be a fan of things.
There was just like This was like pre the MCU. Like it wasn't even
Yeah.
like comic book movies weren't even really
No.
super cool yet.
No.
Like they had done X-Men, they had done the Spider-Man.
A lot of standing was like in private
Yeah.
because it was like
It was still very traditional in terms of like you
Niche.
to be cool, you had to be this way, and to be that
yeah,
cool,
to
you
be
would
cool
this
it was like you just had to like
I went to a
not-
magnet school for fine arts, so I had a bit of a different experience
Yeah.
than other people who just went to a regular traditional high school in America. But like, I still was not cool.
No, we know. I don't think anyone was confused by that. I'll give it to both Formad and Bobbin together, especially the scenes where the waiting for the barbecue was really funny. Of
Yes.
like, take a picture of my thing, and then like
That
Bobbin
scene
is
is
like
so
fully doing
funny.
a photo shoot, like he's game. He's like having fun. Yeah.
It's so funny.
I really like their friendship chemistry a lot.
I do
It
too.
reminds me of like how my friends and I were at that age,
Mhm.
where it's just like, yeah, we'll just do the bit.
yeah,
We just do the bit.
yeah.
So I'm excited to see how Bobbin, and I honestly like New as Format is doing a really good job, like taking us through every emotion that he is feeling.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like I'm not alienated by any of it. Like the goofiness sometimes of him, like, kind of like stalking Bua
Oh,
and
yeah.
Chian is fun. It's like reading us like, I
It's
get
so
it.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it reads really funny.
It's heightened.
yes. Yeah.
We continue to be sat for Gel Boys. Join us on patreon.com/boysloveboyslove where you can find our reactions, and come back next week where we'll be watching episode 3 and recapping it. That'll be really fun.
Bye.
Bye!